Now, there were some unexpected benefits to the last lockdown. Quieter roads, more peaceful streets due to less traffic while people stayed at home.
In fact, lockdown has seen quite a few local councils making changes to their streets. But as Kevin Dwala investigates, these low-traffic neighbourhoods haven't gone down well with everyone.
What would life be like with fewer cars on the road? You might be able to play football.
Still got it, eh?
Play golf. Or get your skates on.
Well, in many communities across the UK, that is exactly what's happening. Low-traffic neighbourhoods are designed to calm or remove motor traffic, making it safer for people to walk, cycle, or even roller skate.
These low-traffic neighbourhoods, or LTNs for short, were brought in as a response to COVID as a means of discouraging car travel, taking the pressure off public transport and giving pedestrians more space to allow for social distancing. But in some places, it's left people bitterly divided. Here in Kings Heath, 5 miles south of Birmingham city centre, new planters and bollards have arrived. And already, businesses, residents and the local council all have very different opinions of the change. John's run the local hardware and garden shop for 33 years.
Lovely selection you got here.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, we're just making it look prettier.
So the LTNs then, can you give us a sense of what it was like before?
Certainly you wouldn't be able to hear me talking now.
Wow.
Because there'd be traffic coming up the side road there, just going round, and Kings Heath High Street would have been stationary. It's going to make Kings Heath a nicer place to live and work, frankly.
But just a few doors down, there are worries that the quieter streets will mean fewer customers.
What impact has it had on your business?
It's not been great, and I think it's just putting people off, to be honest. We do know that we have lost a couple of customers. I haven't reduced any of my staff's hours, and I do worry over time that that may have to happen because we're not going to get the footfall coming in.
And when the council contacted you to see what your thoughts were, what did they say?
I didn't get any contact from the council to see what we thought. I'm prepared to wait just to see what happens and hope I've still got a business at the end of it.
And the measures are giving a few motorists a headache too.
Absolutely stupid.
But the local council say it's time to reconsider our relationship with vehicles.
I remember when there were less cars in the 80s and I was able to play cricket and football on the streets. I would never dare allow my children out onto the streets in the current climate because cars are too dominant.
I used to play football at the top of our road, but there were no shops there, so there was no businesses losing out, you know, on potential footfall. Is that an issue, do you think?
So the initial conversations which we've had, which has largely been informal engagement rather than a full-blown consultation, there's been mixed feelings. But we want to reduce the rat running, we want to improve walking and cycling facilities to make our streets safer.
And change is evident for the locals living around here.
We just saw, you know, some young kids playing out on the street. It's like going back in time, the old days, isn't it?
For us here, as a family with 2 little children, we're really happy with them. It's so much safer on the streets.
Are there any negatives or are there any downsides?
It split our community a little bit and people feel really strongly either way. And I just hope that in time we are able to reach a compromise.
Compromises have been hard to find in other areas though. Residents frustrated with the low-traffic neighbourhoods have staged protests, many unhappy at how quickly the changes came in. But some councils have said that they needed to be fast, as it was a response to the pandemic, and others that they didn't want to miss out on government funding by not acting quickly enough.
It's rare local issues like this can get people quite so hot under the collar, and like many schemes nationwide, this is here for a trial period only. In short, it can vanish just as quickly as it's appeared. For the time being though, the roads might be quieter, but the debate, that's louder than ever.